Hello, greetings, and welcome everyone to the Money Flow Stock Market Review and Forecast. I'm your host, Dr. BJ Love, and I'll be bringing you today's update for Tuesday, September 23rd, 2025. Here at Gibraltar, we use time-tested methods and indicators that helps us to navigate these markets with confidence, calmness, and clarity. The Dow Jones Industrial Average snaps a four-day win streak. The major averages opened mixed this morning. The Dow Jones Industrial and the small cap Russell 2000 were at new highs and both ended the day lower. The Dow Jones Industrial Average closed down 89 points and finished at 46,293. The S&P 500 lost 37 points, finishing at 6,657. The tech-heavy Nasdaq dropped 216 points and down to 22,573. Breath, the heartbeat of the market, was mostly negative. The VIX rose 0.54 and closed at around 17. And as we reiterate each time we distribute this broadcast, as long as the VIX stays below that threshold of 20, the market tends to grind higher, and that is what we have been noticing over the past year. Crude oil prices jumped $1.42 and closed at $63.70 an ounce. And 70 cents a barrel. Gold prices jumped $24.20 to a new record high again and finished at $3,799.30 an ounce. Silver hit a 14-year high and closed at $44.33 an ounce, while Bitcoin closed the session at 111,750, down from the previous day. All right, we're going to go ahead and look at these indices and commodities that we have just mentioned on the chart. We're going to use a slightly different view today. So we're going to look at silver right off. And as you can see, this is our weekly long-term chart, and this is what we use as our baseline, as our foundation. Always remember that long-term charts dominate, short-term charts fluctuate. So this is our long-term chart of silver, and as you can see, it is up, 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 up since we got the signal to get in on May the 19th, 2025, and that price was at $33. Since we're all the way up to 44.77 as the high. All of our confirming indicators, our MACD and our relative strength are in positive territory. Next, we're going to look at gold. And as you can see, gold has a very strong upward trajectory, indicating that it is in a long-term uptrend and is expected to continue into the near future, 30 days or so ahead, even though we may see some fluctuations of up and down. Gold, the long-term trend for gold is still bullish. Now, also moving on to Bitcoin. And where are you, Bitcoin? We're going to have to type you in /BTC. And as you can see, Bitcoin is in a long-term uptrend. However, it is beginning to top out a little bit. It topped out at 125,000 or so and has moved back down to right now at around 111,000, and it seems to be just a short-term pullback since it does maintain its relative strength, but our confirming indicator shows that there is a little bit of consolidation going on right now. So we'll just wait, watch, and see if Bitcoin can resume its upward trajectory in a strong uptrend as it has demonstrated since around May of 2025. Now, we're going to look at also the indices. We're going to look at the VIX. As you can see, VIX is, below a falling moving average, showing that its dominant trend is down. So as long as the dominant trend of the VIX is down, you will continue to see the indices or the total stock market rise. Moving on now to we're going to look at the Nasdaq, which is in a very strong uptrend, weekly uptrend, and all of the confirming indicators gives us the confidence that this trend will continue at least, into the near future until we see this trend changes. Has not been any changes in this trend since May, and every day it's been going up, 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 up. And because these prices are still above our rising moving averages, and that is our philosophy here, as long as the price is above our rising moving averages, the trend continually to move in that direction, up, up, up. Now, if the trend like VIX, we'll show that again, is below the moving averages, that major trend continues to go down. That is the simplicity of our philosophy here, so anyone can learn and understand how to detect a trend of the market or any stock that they're interested in. All right, moving on from there, we're going to go to the S&P 500 and its trend. Where are you? S&P 500. Here's a S&P 500, and as you can see, it is in a upward trend. So we can determine that the major uh, trend of the global market is bullish, And we looked at some of those indices, and that continues to be the story here. Gold being VIX being down, the dollar also is in a downtrend. Oil also in a downtrend. But for the most part, these indices that we watch are in a bullish posture. So there you have it for today. Let's go ahead and continue on an up note here with the S&P 500 or the NASDAQ. Every day and every way, we get better and better. Every day and every way, we grow more prosperous, successful, and victorious. And God's love continues to surround us, enfold us, and enwraps us. And we go forth in perfect peace and ever increasing prosperity. God bless. All the best. Hear from all of us at the Money Flow Stock Market Review and Forecast.